Alright, so this afternoon we had two EPL matches involving Super Eagles players. Alex Iwobi, Calvin Bassey, and Fulham took on Liverpool, league leaders Liverpool, while at the same time Joe Aribo, Paul Onuachu, and bottom side Southampton faced Tottenham. Now when it comes to results, it was kind of good news and bad news. One match was the good news, one match was the bad news. The good news came with Alex Iwobi, Calvin Bassey, and Fulham. Really good match right there. They got a positive result out of that one. Wow, the bad news. It came, of course, from Southampton. Joe Aribo, Paul Onuachu might be playing next season in the championship, and that's because Southampton got relegated. We're going to be talking about what it means for those players or to those players. And, of course, we're going to be talking about the Fulham Liverpool match in this video. But first, of course, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, normally when you have good news and bad news, you go with the good news first, and that's what we're going to be doing in this situation. So Alex Iwobi, Calvin Bassey, Fulham, they took on Liverpool 2 p.m. Nigerian time today, and the game ended 3-2 in favor of home side Fulham. Alex Iwobi had a really good match, a goal and an assist, while Calvin Bassey played 90 minutes in the game. Really strong effort from Calvin Bassey. And just to talk about the goals a little bit, 14th minute of the match, Liverpool take the lead. Then 23rd minute of the match, Fulham equalized. 32nd minute of the match, Fulham take the lead, and that's where Alex Iwobi scoring a goal. He gets the ball in the box, kind of tries to shoot it. I think it was blocked or something. It gets back to him, and the second time he's not missing. He smacks it past the goalkeeper. A nice finish. Then the third goal for Fulham, kind of fortuitous. Alex Iwobi kind of kicks the ball in the air, and his teammate Rodrigo Muniz, beautiful touch to take the ball in front of him, and a fine finish to put it past the goalkeeper. That was world class right there from his striker. And then you move on to the second half, the 72nd minute of the match. Liverpool pull one back, make the score 3-2. And on the broadcast, they were actually showing an elbow that Van Dijk kind of put in for somebody, kind of hit somebody with an elbow. And right after they take it from that clip, you see Liverpool right in front of goal. Diaz, if I'm not mistaken, slipping the ball past the goalkeeper. Really fine finish. Gets the ball, smacks it early, doesn't give the goalkeeper much time. Really nice finish right there to make the score 3-2 and make it kind of shaky. Then Alex Iwobi taking out the game, 82nd minute of the match. I felt like he was getting a little bit tired at that point in the game, but that was kind of when Calvin Bassey came to life. He came to life at that ending portion of the game. I was so hyped watching Calvin Bassey because he was all over the place. He had the ball one time from his defense, took it all the way close to the Liverpool box, wins a foul. There was another moment, Salah was on the ball, kind of shrugs him off it and takes the ball on. I mean, he was playing real physical, and I feel like when Calvin Bassey can play like that, can play like he's who he is, the strongest player on the pitch most nights. When he has that attitude, he's kind of tough to beat. And his team was tough to beat on the day. Of course, they hold on all the way to the end. 3-2. They get past Liverpool. And this kind of gets them in a pretty good position. They were 10th position coming into this game. They move up to 8th. And I feel like Fulham is a team that if you look back at their season, they could really easily be in the top 4 right now. I believe they've dropped points that they had no business dropping. They've in matches that they were dominating from really start to finish, and they just let go somehow, some way. I think there's so many points that if they look back on their season, they're like, oh yeah, I would have liked this back because we could have done better with this and this and that. Even this last matchup right here, it was kind of like, not this one, the one against Arsenal, it was kind of like they gave that one away because this is a really good side right here. if you're not having a team like Nottingham Forest doing what they're doing this season, a lot of people would be talking about Fulham because what their coach and the players have done this season has been amazing. Let's just say that. And Alex Iwobi, let's go back to his goal. That was his first goal in 10 matches. He had gone 9 matches without scoring. His last goal was against West Ham in the 14th of January. That was when he scored a brace. Those balls that looked like crosses, nobody got a touch on, and they just went past the goalkeeper both times. So hopefully this kind of gets him back going. Did have an assist a couple matches before now, but I just feel like he has the ability to do it night in, night out. I feel he has that type of ability. So I kind of expect more from Alex Iwobi. Even though he performs at such a high level, even without those goals, he has been playing well. Don't get that twisted. Just because he has not been scoring, it's not like he's just waltzing around out there. He's actually putting in shifts. He's actually the type of star most coaches will want to have, because one day you're like, look, the game plan is all around you. We need you to score. We need you to assist. Or some nights you could just be like, hey, Alex, I need you to drop back. I need you to put in a shift. I need you to run around and run yourself ragged. And he's not going to complain. He's just going to do whatever you ask from. And that's kind of what brings issues with him and Super Eagles fans, because he's doing what the coaches want him to do. And you're angry because he's not doing what you think he should be doing, which is scoring goals and creating assists. But how are you going to do that consistently when you're playing at a position and in a position that you're not being asked to do such things? So I feel like that's where kind of brings the divide between Alex Iwobi and some fans. I don't see where all the talk is coming from about he shouldn't be on the team. I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. Anybody saying Alex Iwobi shouldn't be on the team, I feel like the man has done so much for the national team already, and he can do so much. So there's no need to throw somebody away just because you're not seeing what's really going on. I really feel like a lot of fans are not seeing what's really going on. They just expect what they expect, and they're not looking at, okay, is he in a position to give me what I'm expecting from him? That I feel like we just got to really come to that thought process right there. Calvin Bassey, I was very proud of the way he ended this game, and hopefully we get to see more and more of that as the time goes on. But moving on to the final game that we're going to be talking about, Tottenham hosting Southampton. This was a game that Southampton had to get a result in to stay in the EPL. Not to stay in the EPL, but to have a chance of not getting relegated. If they lost this game, they were going to be relegated. And guess what? They lost this game, so they're relegated. Southampton will not be in the EPL next season. It's officially official. They lose to Tottenham by 3-1. I felt like I was kind of not happy even from the starting lineup. Paul Onuachu not in the starting lineup after scoring in his previous match. You're trying to fight relegation here. I just felt like throughout the season, Southampton has been acting like they don't want to get saved. That's what it's been looking like. The way they've been playing some certain players, I feel like they just don't want to be saved. I mean, 10 points in 31 matches is absolutely abysmal. It's just disgraceful right there. So, at the end of the day, 3-1, the final score. Tottenham get that win. Joe Aribo gets the start in the match. He actually played 64 minutes in the game. They were already down 2-0 by the time he comes out the game. Then Paul Onuachu comes into the game the 73rd minute. They do get a goal in the 90th minute of the game, but then Tottenham get a penalty kick. And that was what just did the whole situation. They get that goal to make it 3-1. And that's that. Southampton will be in the championship next season. Of course, you got to ask the questions on what's going to happen with our guys. Joe Aribo went with Southampton to the championship last season and helped them come up. So that could be an option right there. Of course, Paul Onuachu was a different situation. Didn't even train. I think he had issues from the start because they were trying to get him to play with him in the championship. And I don't know what he said exactly, but I'm thinking, if you're not going to play me when we were in the EPL, why would I come and play for you in the championship? That's just silly. So he stopped training and he forced his way out. He got a loan deal to Trabzonspor, had a really good season over there in Turkey, came back, and I feel like he has held his own in the EPL. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody takes a chance on him, keeps him in the EPL, maybe even a team coming into the league or a team that's already there. I would think that's an option. And Joe Aribo also, I felt like this season he has been one of the shining spots for Southampton. He has played in different positions. I've seen him as a central back. I've seen him up top as a forward. I've seen him as a midfielder. He has done so much. And wherever he's been put to play, he has done pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, that's gonna be a real thought right there. What's gonna be happening with those two players at the end of the season? Will they opt to go to the championship with Southampton, or will they decide to go somewhere else or try to go somewhere else? But let me know your thoughts on these topics. Alex Iwobi and Calvin Bassey, along with Fulham, defeat Liverpool, while Paul Onuachu and Joe Aribo, along with Southampton, have been relegated from the EPL. Let me know your thoughts. Put them in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.